Hello everybody, good morning. Hey, it's Friday morning, so I can get you some sun. Thought I'd grab a little kayak fishing in this morning. So it's cold, it's about 41 degrees. I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to show it to you. There's a little mist on the water. It's pretty hard to see in the camera. Let's take it in a little bit. Ah, a little mist out there, see that? Quite beautiful. I've got my Glenfinnan hat on. Picked it up when I was in Scotland. And maybe this morning we'll get a bit of fish and shit. I got this telescopic pole, that's what I use in my kayak. Well, I use it all the time because it's always in my car. Let me just get out of the current here so I'm not drifting off. I think that's good there. And I keep this on it, so that my lure doesn't get tangled up on anything. Boy, the current's really pulling us today. It's alright. Then we just kind of let it out. Telescope's out. Alright, let me get in position. We'll throw the first cast. Hasn't been too promising lately, but we'll try it and see how that goes. We got the first cast. We'll move up if we don't get a couple here. There's better spots. Like we should have got a hit right there, but we didn't. Water out here. So right where that mist is, that's where I want to go fishing. Check it out, we got snow on the mountains. I'm wearing my Scottish beanie that I got in Glenfinnan. If you don't know what Glenfinnan is, that over there is a, that looks like an osprey. Looks like the osprey's been hunting this morning. Glenfinnan is where the train they used in the Harry Potter movies. It's a steam train, they use that one and it goes right through there. It's beautiful. There's a bridge there that they go across. It's the bridge they used in the Hogwarts. We're going to move up here, and then we are going to get in a good spot where we can fish. Maybe on the other side of those logs right there. Let's see if these fish have woken up. Look at that mist. It's just beautiful. Around so you can see it all. Oh, fish on. So fish on for this morning. Starting off the day with a little bit of a white bass. Oh no, it's, you know what we got? We got a crappie. Look at this. Nice crappie. I've heard the crappie have been here this morning. There's the crappie. Okay, nice little crappie. Put him down and see if we can get another one. All right, so the crappie, let me just put this right in front of me. This crappie just jumped right in front of us. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'm gonna try right over there by that log. We'll see what's there. Oh, another bite. That was probably a crappie too. It felt just like it. They're hitting it. And fish on. And I think we got another crappie on. Wow, there's a lot of crappie in here. Pretty cool. Crappie everywhere. Turn you around. And let's just take that up a little bit. Another crappie. Look at that. Looks like it's going to be crappie fishing today. Maybe we'll get a big one eventually. Oh, he just went in my boat. The thing about crappie is they're like the ultimate bream because they're super skinny, flat fish. I'm going to go try the point here in a second. Just because there's still mist on the water and I wanted to give you a good view. I'm going to turn this thing around. We'll come back and fish this. We know they're here. We know we can get them. Can't tell, but the water is super clear this morning. the snow up in the mountains kind of melted over the last few days. We've had some warm days, and it is. Look at the mist on the water. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to give you this view. It's amazing. The sun's coming up over the mountain, and you got mist on the water. I just wanted to give you this view before I kept fishing. The mist on the water, the sun coming up. Zoom in a little bit, right out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Just misty, and you can see some good waterfowl. Straight out, there's some great, well, they're pelicans. There's some pelicans right out there. And then to the right, there's some other ducks. And we got, back out a little bit. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Back out and see our beautiful mountains here. Just going to do a little quick cast out here, see if what kind of fish might be in front of us. The sun's really coming up now. Might feel a little bit of warmth coming from that. So we've caught some crappie, and but quite honestly, if we caught nothing, just a bee in here is just amazing enough. I'm going to pull up a little bit. Look at this mist on the water. Just incredible. What a good view. Fish on. Alright, what do we got? This is a largemouth bass. I can't really see you very well. Let's turn this around. A little tiny largemouth bass. So we've got crappie now and largemouth bass. Show you that guy. Throw him back in the water. Let's go check out another view. Guess we're getting a great tour here. Now we got the sun in our face, so the water's a little bit lower today than it was yesterday, so hopefully I can get through here. We'll see if we can get some white bass over here. There's bluegill and white bass that have been hanging out in this area over here, so we will get them. Just have to get through it. Sometimes it's kind of shallow getting through. Anyway, thanks for joining me this morning. I'm going to go into this branch. And then after we get into this branch, we'll go out a little bit. We can still see the mist on the water. Pretty amazing. And this little stream here, you got the mountains, and it feeds Utah Lake. So all this is connected to Utah Lake. So whatever's in Utah Lake could be in here. Thanks for floating around with me this morning. That? I don't know that I've ever been that close to a blue heron. So this is the tiniest little stream here, and that's kind of the advantage of being in a kayak is you could go up to areas like this. To the right of me is a giant swamp that you can't really get into, and to the left of me it's illegal to come across right there. So really the only way in here is the way we're going in. It's by kayak. I'm going to take a few paddles. Just going through this little stream here is like a little phragmite jungle here. And then you get some of these trees. You get, this looks like a Russian olive. Yep, that's a Russian olive. You don't want to get tangled up in that. There are big thorns in there. And right in front of us is another Russian olive. We'll go around that. This is a good way to start my weekend. Looking at our beautiful mountains. We've got snow in them. They're feeding these little creeks and rivers. It melts a little bit during the day because the weather's been a little hot yesterday. When I say hot, you know, I'm not talking California hot, I'm talking Utah winter hot. Because, I mean, it was 41 degrees this morning, and that's warm in the winter. And that's perfect kayaking weather. Look how amazing this is. Going up in this little stream. We're going to fit right through that little slot right there. It's going to be perfect. Looks like there's a rock or something in the middle. Let's figure that out. Pretty soon we're going to come to a clearing. You're not going to believe this, but to the left, that green grass you're seeing, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's a golf course. To the right, you can see a big V where there's a big fish swimming, probably a big carp. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I'm by myself. I am by myself, Ron. I do this all the time. A lot of my friends, loved ones, family, they don't like me doing this myself, but I just do it because, well, they don't want to come. So I go myself. I always invite people, but I don't let that stop me. All right, this right here is a low-hanging tree. Looks pretty safe. We're gonna go through it a little bit here. Hope you don't get knocked around. And then into this Phragmite forest here. Current's kind of tricky. We'll get through this. Oh, did you see that spin around? That was awesome. Okay, I'm gonna set you up again. But this is going to get really, really thick in here, so it might get bumped around. It'll open up again. Oh, you just got bumped. See if I can straighten you out at least a little bit. Oh yeah, look at this. This is thick in here. This will be fun coming back. So as we keep going further and further, we're going to get closer and closer to where you can see the golf course. But all these golfers have no idea this is back here. Oh, you got bumped. It's all right, it's all right. Clearing through this. coming back will be easier, even though we have all this stick. We won't have all this against current stuff we're doing. All right, straighten you out again. We'll try. I'm gonna have to fight the current and straighten you out at the same time. I'm coming back to it. Just give me a second. All right. Amazing. There goes that blue heron flying into the sun. Okay. All right. That was pretty thick. So this little branches off here, and it goes to the left and to the right. But if you go to the right, you're gonna end up in a pretty shallow swamp that you won't be able to go very far. So we're gonna go to the left. Ooh, there's a big old giant spider crawling on the camera. If he goes to the front, you're gonna get a good view of him. He came off in those weeds over there. Where you at, buddy? He's on the back of the camera now. I can't really see him. All right. So I don't know if you see that golf cart, but we are at the golf course now. Where'd you go, little spider? Hey, Marianne Hill, how are you? How's Paul doing? I hope his health is a lot better. Okay, there's a little dam up here. This kind of is, unless I want to like portage over this dam, this is the end of our journey here. We'll turn around, but I like to fish right at this dam and see what's there. Then I'll take you back to that jungle. That was amazing. Cast over here. Saw that we spooked up a blue heron, got pretty close to it. We saw pelicans, and we're just having a great time with the wildlife out here. Caught a few crappie, a largemouth bass, and I even put on my Scottish accent earlier. Those of you who might know me a little better, they know that I lived in Scotland for a few years. And then just a couple years ago, I took my wife back with me to Scotland. We went to Scotland, saw the castles there. Alright, this is going to get really thick in here. Hang in, you might get bumped around. I'll get it fixed when I can. Zipping through this, so it is fast. And if I don't backpack right here, I'm going to end up in that Russian olive right there, which I really don't want to be. I've ended up in a few. So it's an invasive species that's around here. But we got through that thick. Anyway, I went to Scotland. I went back to Scotland about 2 years ago. Went and saw all the castles. Ate the chippies. The chippies were good. And if you can't understand me right now, that's okay, because we really couldn't understand them when we were over there either. You might run into some bloke with a thick Glaswegian brog, and then you can't understand him. That's my best Scottish. Alright, there is a little bit of a rock here, so we'll avoid that. Okay, so we're gonna come out of this little river. It actually feeds into a big, what people call, I don't know what they call it, a pond. It's really a huge, shallow area that you can't really get to except for when you have high water and you have a kayak, and that's about the only way you can get to most of these areas. And right now it is not high water, it's about medium. It would be difficult for me to get to some of these areas, but we can still get through it. And there's some great fishing in some certain areas of this section. The stream is really pushing us through here. Kind of gives you an idea of when I went through there, what I was going against. All right, so I heard a dad joke the other day. How'd it go? Let me think about that. One of the people I work with, Camille, she told me a joke. What was it? I can't even remember the joke. All right, I'll tell you this one. What did the duck say, since we're seeing ducks, what did the duck say to the clerk when he bought some lipstick? Can you put that on my bill? Can you put it on my bill? I just scared everything with that laugh. Oh man, duck jokes. All right, what did the bell pepper say? Oh no, this is it. Why couldn't the bell pepper practice archery? He didn't habanero. He didn't habanero. Oh man, I got a million of them. Those are pelicans right there. They're still kind of sleeping the morning off. We've got pelicans and diver ducks fishing. Those look like American avocets. Woo! See that fish just jump right in front of us? Spooked them up. Okay. This is about 4 inches of water that we're in right now. But right now we're going to go through this jungle first. We have to beat this current. And watch the water. Watch when we go through this little jungle part. There's big fish that just get spooked up in here. Can't ever get to them because they're hiding in here, but they get pretty spooked up. And this current takes you through here. You got knocked around a little bit again. All right, let's see. So if we can, we're going to park here. We're in the current, so we got to figure out how to park here and not get... Yeah, there we go. All right, fish on. Been a little slow, but we got a fish on finally. See if we can get him in. Oh my goodness, it's a giant bluegill. Current now. This little cascade right here, just came down that. This one. So I'm sitting right on top.
All the money that e'er I spent